Hi, welcome to the Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm here to help you to heal your anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what we'll be discussing is how long does it take to overcome anxiety? And also what we can do to start feeling better so that we can get in the right direction in overcoming it. So, overcoming your anxiety, how long it takes, is not a simple answer, one answer for all. Because each person has their own unique situation and their own struggle that they have experienced. And also, as well, the actions that they take. Because it all depends on the actions that we take to know how long it will take for us to overcome our anxiety. So, nobody can tell you it'll take about 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. There is no timetable. But of course, there is a way to overcome it, and it is definitely possible. But there is no timetable because each person is going to be different, and they have different situations. And again, the actions that they take or the right treatment for them in order to help them to overcome their anxiety, because each person is just different. Yes, anxiety in whole is treatable with certain things that we can do, but also a lot of us, most of us, I would say, we went through certain struggles in life that were very, very hard, with the family dynamic, certain situations that we went through, some traumatic experiences, whatever it was that needs to also heal. So it goes hand in hand that we need to heal our hurt and our pain that we have inside that has caused us and that has created us and that has programmed us to what we are today, and also at the same time use the tools and techniques that we have in order to overcome our anxiety. So again, there is no timetable to know how long it's going to take for you to overcome your anxiety, but there is definitely a way. Now, the question is over here is that, okay, there is no timetable. And by the way, guys, I don't want to demotivate you and tell you like, hey, it takes you about 6 months, it takes about a year, because my own personal experience, it took me a good 8 months of struggling with severe anxiety, severe depression, of experiencing agoraphobia, panic attacks, experience health anxiety, general anxiety disorder, OCD. I remember experiencing all these different types of disorders and anxiety disorders, and they were very difficult. For a good 8 months straight, having DPDR, it didn't let up. It wasn't like some days I felt better and some days no. It was just constant having DPDR, and it felt like I went insane. And then after that, after those 8 months, it took me a good 2.5 years to overcome it completely. I had a lot of ups and downs on the way there, but I didn't give up and I continued to move forward. I said, regardless of these ups and downs, I'm going to get to that goal of me being anxiety free because I do not want to live like this. And I told myself, Emmanuel, you can have a choice over you. You can live with the anxiety, and because overcoming your anxiety is not an easy journey, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and tell you that it is, and it's pretty simple, and this is what you need to do. I don't want, again, my point over here is not to demotivate you. And I know that sounds the opposite of what I want to do, because I don't want to give you false hope. I want to give you the real hope and tell you, hey, there is a possibility. There is a way to completely eradicate anxiety from your life. I have done it myself. I know exactly how to do it. It just does take time, and I want to bring you that reality so that you know, okay, this is what I need to do. And this is what I told myself, okay, Emmanuel, okay, this is what we need to do. And of course, I haven't had everything figured out then. I didn't know what I was really doing, but I said, I'm going to take action and I'm going to find the right people who overcame it so that they can help me as well. But I asked myself, like, Emmanuel, it's not an easy road. You know that it's not an easy road. But I also said to myself, it's not also easy living with anxiety, living like this every single day, struggling every single day. So I told myself, choose your hard. This is something that really helped me when I said to myself, choose your hard. This is something that helped me to make the decision and say to myself, I have to go all in overcoming my anxiety. I have to. Now, what can we do? What can we do in order for us to overcome our anxiety? What is it? Yes, we can go to therapy. Therapy can help out a lot. It can heal the pain. It can help us with that, express ourselves, take out what's inside of us, because we have suppressed so much that's inside of us that we weren't We weren't able to like express openly and to share what's going inside of us, what we're struggling with, and we're eating ourselves inside. So therapy definitely does help, but we need to look more than that. We need to look further than that. And what we need to do, we need to learn the tools and techniques that can help us to reduce our anxiety, to completely surround it with these tools and techniques, to have the right mindset, building ourselves with the right mindset in order for us to have a solid foundation, to build our self-esteem, to build our self-confidence. These are things that we need to do to start looking at situations positively. Instead of saying or thinking about the worst case scenario, say to yourself, what can be the best case scenario? And focus on that. Focus on the positivity. Instead of telling yourself, oh, I experienced a panic attack today, which, by the way, is really hard. It's a lot. It makes you feel that you are about to die. It makes you feel that you're going to pass out. It makes you feel like you have a heart attack. It really makes it's not an easy thing to deal with. It's a struggle. But how can we look at it in a positive way? We can say, this is how, thank God my body is working normally, is responding normally to danger, even though we're not in a dangerous situation, but our mind is perceiving that we are in a dangerous situation. So we can look at it and say, you know what? My mind and body is working appropriately in a dangerous situation. Now, of course, it is hyper right now. We just have been programmed that way, and eventually our sympathetic nervous system can no longer handle the stress, the worry, the pressure, that it finally just snapped. Not in a way of like you snapping. No, the sympathetic nervous system snapped and it can no longer handle the pressure, so it went haywire. So we have to look at situations in a positive way, and I recommend taking a sheet, taking a piece of paper, and writing down certain things that's going to help you to look at it in a positive way. These things really help you to calm down. Again, don't look at the worst case scenario, look at the best case scenario. These are some things that we can do in order for us to help us to calm down our anxiety and start healing ourselves to get to that point of being anxiety free. Yes, it definitely does take work, but again, it is definitely worth it. Ask yourself, close your eyes and picture yourself being anxiety free. What is it worth it to you? Is it really worth going through those struggles in order to get there? Because sometimes we have to do certain things that's going to make us feel uncomfortable, but will help us to grow, will help us to expand, and being anxiety free and not being stuck to where we are and feeling powerless. We're going to feel more powerful. We're going to feel more confident because we are moving forward, even though it's very uncomfortable. Now, if it's hard for you to do these things, get yourself a coach. Get yourself somebody that's going to help you, that's going to guide you. Again, I am a coach. I can definitely help you out with that. You can do certain things to help you so that you have somebody that's going to guide you in the right direction. And that's very, very important. Again, guys, if you did like this episode, click the like button, give me a 5-star review, share with this if you think that someone can benefit from it, because again, the more people that we can help, the better it's going to be, because again, my mission in life is to help people to overcome their anxiety naturally, and I want to reach as much people as possible. I want to say thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.